Come on in. What are we hunting tonight? Why don't you just decloak and have a seat right over there? That's right, right over there. Why? Well, because this is Predator and Prey. Which are you? I'm Chris Hansen.
Yes, welcome back, Ho2 Clan members. It is another issued episode for you. It has been jettisoned through the escape pod out into your ears. I am P. Ray, one of the Ho2 Clan members with you, and joining me as always, Justin the OWLF. Justin, how you going?
I'm good, thank you, Ray. How about yourself?
Yeah, good. I very much am up vibe, always excited. Jumping straight to it, we've got a new series to cover.
We do. This is exciting. We have a brand new series, and I think it's a limited series. 5 issues.
5 issues. Okay, I hadn't checked. Okay, 5 issues. That's a pretty decent slab.
Yeah.
But we are...
Yeah. And it's been a while since we've had an original Predator story. I was trying to think of the last time we had the final hunt with Theta.
Oh yes,
that was over a year ago.
2024. I would even say maybe.
It could be even 2 years. So it's been a while since they've been mining the Marvel characters for a while. So it's nice to go back to an original Predator story.
Yeah, absolutely. And fear not, we have still in our back pocket Predator, Black, White, and Blood. Justin, you and I, we did start that. We kicked that off with the 2 issues. We've got more to cover with that, of course, but we thought we'd just take a little bit of a break because of this new series, which incidentally, Justin, at the time of this recording, issue 2 has already come out. So, my gosh, time flies.
Yes.
Time flies when you are in warp speed.
Yeah, when you're on the hunt.
When you're on the hunt.
Lose track of time when you're on the hunt.
Speaking of which, Justin, have you been on the hunt? Tell me. Give me your details. What's happened? Have you been?
I've just seen a tome that I'm going to add to my hunt list that's been announced. DC has been doing this line of reprints called DC's Finest.
Oh.
And I think that they're basically like the Marvel Epic collections where they have chronological runs of things. And they have done a couple of maybe actually this might be the second volume of some reprints of some classic 70s horror stuff. By Jerry Conway and Marv Wolfman, with art by Toth and Bernie Wrightson and all these great, amazing artists. And they're all like self-contained stories. They're basically horror anthologies, so it's a different story in every issue. They're all some creepy old, like Tales from the Crypt or The Vault of Horror, like those style of stories. And I just love those to bits. Those are always one of my top loves. So most of those stories I haven't read because they've never been reprinted.
Oh, you haven't
at least
read?
To my knowledge before.
Right.
Yeah. So as soon as I saw that, I said, "Oh man, that's a feast of treasures right there."
Oh my God! Just like a kid in a candy store, want some candy?
Yeah.
Seriously, Justin.
Exactly.
That's you're the kid with the gun, and and the predator just standing in front of you.
That's right.
Want some candy? You're loving it. Love it. Oh yeah, that sounds right up your alley. Right up your alley, I reckon
absolutely.
As well.
And the cover has these this giant black mouse with red eyes, and this
Oh,
hand rising from this grave in the middle of a graveyard. And I thought, they've sold me already just on the
nice.
cover.
I might have to. I mean, a mouse, of course, owl, of course. Yeah, yeah. You kind of wetting your,
Yes, that
smacking
caught
your
my
lips.
attention.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Oh,
Hmm.
I might have to get into that. I mean, if it's anything like the Epic Collections, it's a good gateway at least into DC for
Oh
me.
yeah.
I know you're seasoned in that
Yes,
world.
but yeah, they're doing a nice variety of stuff. They're doing sort of from the Golden Age. They're doing Silver Age, Bronze, there's all the different decades,
Fantastic.
and all different characters too. It's not just all the Trinity: Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman. It's a
Yeah,
whole bunch of stuff.
you got to give
They
the
had Blue Beetle. They
yeah.
had y- yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, you got to give the love to the others, right? You can't just rely on your heavy three.
yes,
So, your Black
right,
Canaries, Justin. Your Black Canaries. Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
I don't know
Incident.
if they've done a Black Canary collection yet, but they've done a
Boo,
couple of Catwoman ones.
boo. Okay, that's okay.
So
I'll give them that. I'll give
yeah,
them that.
yeah.
Justin, just indulge me here. I did posit this question to our mutual friend Phil, the Podfather.
Oh yes,
Now, I saw a
yeah.
post. I saw a post, incidentally, and it said Tom Taylor, the Australian writer. He's doing Detective Comics, I
Oh,
think. He's been doing something at DC. He
mm,
said that Black Canary can beat Batman in a fight. Now, what is your take on this, Justin? What is your take?
I agree. I
Yeah.
agree. And as a matter of fact, I've been quoted on Capes and Lunatics in saying that
Yes.
if Black Canary took residence in Gotham City,
Yep.
there wouldn't be a need for a Batman. She'd clean it
Yes.
all up herself.
Oh, you've gone up the
She
next.
wouldn't. She also wouldn't need an entourage. She wouldn't need like a white canary and all these. Like she wouldn't need this whole canary family behind her. She could do it all single-handedly.
It's music to
Yeah.
my ears, Justin Podfather. I
I
hope
knew you'd like that. Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
I hope you are listening,
Anybody that
Podfather.
can take on Lady Shiva like she did, I
Well, she's
mean,
the best, isn't she? Lady
big
Shiva.
respect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Anybody that can go toe to toe with her, like they've got automatic respect.
yeah. Well, there you go. I
Yeah.
wholeheartedly agree. And I've got to say, Phil, there you go. Check yourself in the mirror, son. Check yourself in the mirror. Black Canary all the way.
If they do one of those Black Canary collections, I'll let you know. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, please do. Please do. I will.
Yeah. Totally.
Yes, and anything that beats up Batman. I look. I know you like him
Yes.
as well, Justin. I'm just joshing, of course.
I know. He's not one of my favorites. He's not one of my favorites, but I do have a healthy appreciation for
Yeah, no, for sure.
some of his stories.
Yeah,
And
no,
his
no.
rogues. Mostly his rogues gallery. I love his
Oh, his
stories.
rogue cell, he's great. Yeah, love it.
Yeah.
Speaking of rogues, Justin, as well.
Mm.
Predator Bloodshed. Oh, look, just quickly, I guess it's unfair of me to not divulge what I've been doing, i.e., nothing much.
Yes. Have you been on any hunts yourself, Ray?
I have been on hunts, just more on game hunts, Justin.
Yes.
We spoke just a bit beforehand. There's a new game. Well, it's not a new game. It's been out for almost 10 years now. But I've finally got into it. It was on the shelf for a fair few years. I didn't touch it. I was a little bit daunted by it because it is known to be a heavy-weighted game, like quite complicated, quite complex. So I thought, I don't know
Sounds
if I
very complex.
yeah, I thought I don't have the brain space for this. I just want something fun and light. But I gave it. I dove in. Justin, it's called Spirit Island. You can pretend to be a predator instead of a spirit, and the idea is that you work with the natives to ward off invaders onto the island. So not unlike the Predator, Justin. Not unlike the Predator.
I love that.
Really
I can
fun.
get into that.
Yeah, and these spirits, they have different names, really cool names. Like one of the spirits is called Lightning's Swift Strike, and the other one is
Ooh, I like that.
yeah, they got really cool names. Other one is Vital Strength of the Earth, and
Oh wow.
yeah, River Surges in Sunlight. So they're all kind of elemental, and yeah,
Yeah, that's cool.
it's really fun. So anyone keen on it can cater for 1 to 6 players. But even a solo game, Justin, it took me 1.5 hours in my last game. I was racking my brain
really?
trying
Wow.
to win, and thankfully I came up with the W, but at the expense of my brain cells. So yeah, that's what's been happening.
Is this one that you can play with others as well, like with champions, or?
Oh
is
yeah,
this
up to 6
like
players. It's
okay.
yeah, and it's cooperative, so it's not. They're the sort of games I like, Justin. Not the competitive. Yeah.
Yes.
So you both
Yeah.
have the common goal to get rid of the invaders, and you kind of it's encouraged in this particular game to really communicate with your teammates to work together. So yeah,
Yeah.
no, really good.
I like that. That's really cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
Yes, which in light of, I guess, this series, Justin, Predator Bloodshed, it is vastly different in the sense that this is a very competitive arena that we have here. Now,
Yes.
let's, I mean, for those with the video, you can see it up on the screen now. We've got issue 1 here. And yeah, so what we're going to go, let's dive right into it, right? So we've got, we'll get to the cover art. And for those listening on podcast audio format, we've got a very nice, I think is it Lashley? I don't think it is Lashley.
Ken Lashley
It is.
with Romulo Fajardo.
Excellent.
Junior.
It's just rolled off the tongue, Justin. Just ribbing Justin a bit. He was you were quite hesitant about pronouncing names. I thought anyway.
I have a challenge with some of these names.
Yeah. Oh, they are.
I'll give it my best attempt.
Tongue twisters. Yeah. So the front cover, Justin. What do you make it? Basically, it's very generic.
I love it.
Yeah. It doesn't give much away.
We have a couple of variant covers by Dan Panosian and
Oh, nice.
Doley. I don't know who Doley is.
Oh, okay.
But,
Maybe a newbie. But and this is good. Predominantly just a predator striking a pose, battle pose with the claws out, fangs, mandibles.
Very dramatic.
Out. Very dramatic. Just fills the page, and there's some wreckage at behind. For me, it was very kind of xenomorphish technology, like spaceships. But yeah, anyway, it's just some sort of wreckage behind it. So you don't get much away from here, but we do know the premise, Justin, is that there's a battle arena and the predator jumps in, basically. Yeah.
yes.
Let me just forward into, for those with the visuals, I'm just forwarding to the credits here, Justin. So, yeah, would you be so kind to pronounce some names?
We have more names.
More names.
We have writer Jordan Morris, and artist. I know I'm not going to pronounce this correctly, but Rory Coleman and Roland Boschi on the art, and then we have color artist D. Kniff and letterer Clayton Cowles. And we have editor Martin Bird with assistant editors Austin Hatch and Caden McGahey.
Yeah, cool. So yeah, this is the kickoff to this series, and I guess in a nutshell, as I mentioned before, it is we're in the not too distant future, Justin, which I believe is 2035, not too far from now, less than 10 years to go.
Yeah.
Which is surprising, Justin, considering some of the technology. We'll get to that.
I know. Yeah, the cyborgs. I was like, wow, they did a quantum leap somewhere.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to what. Did you give it some thought? What upgrades would you be getting? I was just thinking, this is 9 years away. I'm pretty up. I'm up for it. I'll put my hand up for it. What would you get? What would you get, Justin?
I'd probably replace my limbs.
Your limbs,
like
yes.
my legs, and my arms, so I could, do mountain climbing and
you're very good, yes.
Leaping and all this athletic acrobatic stuff that I've never been able to do because my balance is so poor naturally. What about you? What would you replace?
Yeah, well, immediately, I think practicality-wise, my right leg, Justin. My right leg. Some nothing serious, just some minor medical issues there. So I'd replace a right leg a bit, and then I thought to myself, I can be like Forge from the X-Men. I can house
Yes.
something in my leg, maybe take up
Yeah.
mysticism, and I don't know. Oh, actually, also
Grow
Justin,
your hair out.
grow my hair out, wear a bandana or whatever a headband. Maybe hearing as well, Justin, because I'm just mindful. I love audio stuff,
Yes.
and obviously very, scared of as I get older losing my hearing. So maybe hearing, supersonic
Yes.
hearing.
That makes sense. I like that. Yeah.
So I can listen in on conversations, Justin. I can listen in.
That's right. You can turn it up and down. You can zoom in on things.
Can turn it up and down.
You
Exactly.
can tune people out.
I can tune people
You
out.
can
That's
tune
exactly.
people out.
I can filter. So, like, say for instance, you, me, and Phil are in a room. I can filter out Phil.
All the Batman talk.
All the Batman talk, yeah.
You can program them to erase all mentions of Batman.
I can add rules, add logic, remove any word Batman. Yeah, excellent. Yeah. I like it already. Anyway, that's only
It'll
nine.
be your filter.
Exactly. It's only 9 years away, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry, sidetracked. We are in the distant future. It is an undisclosed competition, right, Justin? It's just like it just happens to be there.
Yeah, did they say where it is? Is it
Somewhere in the
I
jungle?
assume it's still on Earth. Like it's not on a different planet.
Well, it doesn't specify that, but good point. I mean, I just assumed it was
says
Earth.
somewhere in the jungle. I mean,
Yep.
what
Yep.
jungle?
Exactly.
There's multiple jungles.
Valverde?
I mean, it could be South America. It looks like South America.
Could be South America. Yeah. But look at the technology. We've got like aircraft carriers that look like something from Aliens. 9 years away. I'm so
big,
excited.
Giant complex. And, I know.
So excited, Justin.
Yeah, once the patriarchy falls, we're going to get a lot of good stuff. Finally.
Oh, exactly. And so, as I mentioned, the premise, it is a pretty simple premise. We are introduced to a band of characters as per usual, emotionally latching onto some of them, Justin, and not so much to others. And then the Predator comes and spoils, essentially, the beginning of the whole tournament. There's no build-up. The Predator is there from the get-go in invisible cloak form, and it reveals itself at the end. Overall, I wanted to get that out of the way first, Justin, before we get into details. Overall, what did you make of this first issue?
I liked it overall. I did. I thought that the concept was cool. As a matter of fact, when I started reading this story and got to a certain point in it, I started hearing in my head, Mortal Kombat!
Yeah.
Like the Mortal Kombat theme song started playing in my head automatically.
Yeah.
Because it felt like that. It felt like that first Mortal Kombat movie when they were fighting on the beach and stuff in that Polynesian locale or wherever they were. It just felt like that. And some of the characters felt like Mortal Kombat characters to me. Like the cyborg dude reminded me of Kano.
Yeah, I got him on screen.
There was Sonya Blade, the blonde woman Sonya Blade. Like,
right.
It's just my not the way my brain attaches stuff. But I liked the art a lot. I thought it was good. All the characters looked good. I liked the pace of the storytelling. The only things I was disappointed by was kind of the ring itself, where they were actually fighting, because it was just like a nondescript boxing ring that they plunked in the middle of this jungle. And I thought, for this big contest, like they're going to have like, I don't know. I wasn't expecting Thunderdome or anything like that, but just something a little bit more grandiose than a simple rectangular boxing ring that looks like it could have been lifted from 1920. It was very just nondescript and just blah. And I thought that's kind of weird to have this contest take place here. And then also, like you mentioned, the Predator kind of shows himself at the end of the issue. And I thought, well, I don't know if I like that quite so much. I kind of wanted to see more of like not a cat and mouse game, but like the predator more stalking some of the competitors off to the
Yes.
side, like from the first movie, like
Yeah.
just kind of picking them off rather than just leaping in broad daylight and doing some slash and being like, "Here I am, let's get it on."
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's very much like that, isn't it? It's very much like that. And just
Yeah.
to your point, I was a little bit jarred at the suddenness of the Predator's appearance as well. But I'm kind of, Justin, I'm kind of looking at a glass half full. What that leads me to think is that there must be a particular reason why this predator, because, you know, the go-to is obviously for the stalk, you know, the cat and mouse game, which I totally love as well. But what it leads me to think is, okay, so there's a particular reason why this predator decides to just jump in. I mean, one thing, it could have been stalking them for a while, which I don't think so, because they
True.
flew in. So unless he individually stalked these 6 people or 5 people, I think it's safe to say he's probably seen them for the first time. Although Shay has mentioned that he's been in this tournament before, so one of Kai's friends.
I think it's an annual tournament, isn't it?
Yes.
They said.
Yeah.
So it could be that the predator had been there for
Yes.
a couple of years, just staking out the place.
Yeah. But then what I kind of want to get from it, and, you know, just me, is that, okay, so there might be a story behind the predator himself. Like, if he has jumped in early, like, what are the reasons for it? You know, is he looking for something, or is he just a bad blood, or, you know, what is it? So
Right.
in that sense, it's like, it's kind of piqued my interest. It's like, okay, well, this is strange, because it's not how we usually, like, we've read the anthology, you know, the first 2 issues of Black, White and Blood, and all the predators there were stalking. Right, so they were just stalking. So yeah, I found that interesting. Absolutely, good point about the ring, I think, as well. If you're paying top dollar, you're one of these boobs that are sitting behind the one-way glass, and you paid top dollar to watch this event. Surely you want a bit more bang for your buck, right? And they all look like young fellas here. So there's a panel of there's one fella at the back. He looks a little bit more dapper, but there's like almost a corporate section behind the glass, and they're all just watching this thing. But yeah, you'd want something a little bit more. Shay mentions that it's almost like is it VR or something? He said you can change the setting as to where you are, but at the end of the day, it's still a ring, and the ring's very, you're right, it's just very pugilist. It's not really, or wrestling. It's not really a fight arena. So that was
it seems like a boxing ring or
yeah.
I don't know. It just seemed like it didn't fit.
Yeah.
That seemed like the only thing that didn't really fit in this story.
Yeah. Agreed. But for the most part, I really did enjoy the art, similar to you. I think the art was really cool. I like the way main protagonists, I look at Kai, you know, he looks pretty cool. He's got a nice little backstory with Cody, his son, and his son being sick, so we know why he's there at the tournament. The others we don't know yet. One of the characters that has interested me, Justin, is this CIA guy. I can't read his name.
Yes.
Jacob.
I forgot what his name is.
Yeah, he looks like
Jacob,
Yeah, he looks pretty cool because he seems to. I mean, we only see a few panels, but he seems to cut through his opponent pretty easily. He's kind of like your silent type, I think, in this kind of band of people. And what I really enjoyed as well was at the very outset, they have the guards talking, and they kind of indirectly introduce, what's her name, Sarah Molina, because who do you reckon will take out this tournament? Oh, the wrestler. She's got upgrades, and then we later see her, and she's got her arms and the back of her neck is modified, and so you immediately get this aura of, okay, so she's probably the one to beat.
Right.
Yeah,
she's the champion.
Yeah, so I like the little ways that Jordan has kind of introduced the characters in such a short space of time as well. And of course, there's Abigail. She's apparently very, very quick. But what's her history? What's her story? We don't know. We do a little bit.
Motivation for being there.
Yeah. Well, she does mention it a little, doesn't she? She said she was in a dead end job or something, but she likes fighting and
Yeah. Yeah, she was bored with her regular mundane life, and she wanted some excitement.
But yeah, I
So,
mean, it was, yeah, I think it was a really good setup for first issue, and it's an uncomplicated story. Like, we're not looking at
yeah,
diving deep into the lore or really fleshing out characters. It looks like a good time here, and I'm kind of with Shay, with him guzzling the beer, just here
oh
for a
yeah,
good time,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't take it too seriously. Yeah, you have to just kind of roll with it and enjoy it. Yeah.
Yeah. What did you make of the actual, with the Predator coming in, the violence, the fight space? Because this whole series is based on fights, right? So what do you make of these scenes?
The only thing I thought was kind of foolish was Shay attacking the predator and punching it with his bare fist while he was wearing his helmet. I thought, well, if this dude is a seasoned fighter, like,
True.
he's going to take one look at this thing and realize, okay, I'm not going to even with my bare fist, and I'm not a cyborg. Like, I'm not going to be able to scratch that armor. So I should hit him somewhere else, or I should grab a weapon first and try to clock him with that. Like,
Yeah.
I just thought, wow, he's going to launch himself at this 8-foot tall alien that's decked out in armor and full weaponry and just punch it with his bare fist. I thought, all right.
Yeah, I was a bit the same as well. I'm not sure what Jordan, the writer, was aiming for there, other than maybe Shay is just extremely stupid. But you just saw
I
the
guess, or
yeah.
drunk, or
It could be
something.
could be drunk. Yeah, it could be drunk. Maybe that was a setup with him guzzling a lot the night before or something. Maybe not thinking straight.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but I mean,
was hungover.
even still though, like, you just saw this thing, which is, you could pass it off as human, I guess, but it just totally eviscerated this other fighter, and you know nothing about it. It came out of the blue. It's bathed in blood. Like, yeah, I mean, people say, when you're brave, you're either foolish or you're courageous. But he was totally foolish. I don't understand why he would
Totally
leap.
foolish.
Yeah. That is a point that did kind of, kind of irked
But
me.
I loved the introduction of the predator, where it attacked the purple-haired cyborg.
Yep.
I forgot what his name was.
Oh, who cares, Justin?
He's gone now.
He's gone
so,
now.
But I love how, like, because of all of his augmentation,
Yep.
when the Yautja killed him, he like exploded.
Yeah.
Because of all
Yeah.
this
That's
robotic circuitry. I thought, ooh, that's cool. He's kind of like a robot blowing up when he gets killed.
Yeah, I mean, even the Predator looks
cool.
a bit taken aback as well, like with the explosions. Like, oh, I didn't
Wasn't expecting that.
didn't expect that. But yeah, he uses the, I guess it's the throwing disc or something to shear off the hands of the guy as he's about to deal the killing blow. We'll get to that against Kai. But yeah, he's just left a smoking mess. But yeah, the Predator looks pretty cool. I'm very kind of keen as to know what's going on with him. We see the weapons that we all know and love. There's one here that we all recognize from at least Predator 2. It's a retractable spear, which is very cool. And as I mentioned before, let me just go back. Yeah, it does look like a disc, like one of those throwing discs that shears through the hands. Yeah. But yeah, the fight with I did actually enjoy the fight between Kai and this unnamed cyborg person. I thought that was good.
That was fun.
Yeah,
really
because
cool.
I was originally thinking, like, and you do see it. So we've got a page up here at the bottom right. The cyborg looks a little surprised as well. Like, Kai actually fights back, and your original thought, I guess, or at least mine, was that, okay, so Kai's a bit rusty, but he's actually a good fighter. It's set up at the beginning that he's fought all his life and he's done it and he's gone back to it. But I like then how he doesn't kind of win in the sense that the cyborg kind of cheats and brings out a sword to start slashing at him. But as set up before, we know the guards turn a blind eye if it's fun, like if it's, This is all for entertainment. The rules are pretty loose. So, yeah, no, I enjoyed it. Yeah, Justin, any thoughts there on Kai?
I thought he was great. I loved his motivation. He's got a
Yeah.
sick kid at home. It kind of reminded me of the recent remake of The Running Man, because that was the motivation of Ben for that movie, because his daughter was ill, so he tried to win this contest and get all this money to help her. So I thought I always think that that's a cool motivation.
Yeah.
Somebody with a sick kid at home. And a lot of people can empathize with that and gravitate towards the motivation of that character. So it's cool. I like his character, and he looks neat. He's a neat design.
Yeah.
He's very memorable. Like he sticks out amongst the rest of these characters. And
Yes.
and I think he's the one that you're meant to like the most and root for. So it's cool.
Yeah, exactly. And I like the interaction between himself and Abigail. They seem to have some sort of at least initial connection together. And he mentions, so she goes, what's kind of changed you? What happened? And he goes, I became a dad. And I like her response. Is, oh God, I'm going to see your photos now of the kids. And of course he shows them. Like, yeah, of course, here we go. But it's a really good, obviously a really good way, good interaction, a realistic, I think, response as well from Abigail.
Yes.
To take it, she and she says at the end, like, I'm going to kick your ass anyway. So she's there to fight, but there is a little of empathy on her behalf. So that's good. Yeah,
it's like a friendly banter. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, and she's a little bit different from the rest, because so we see the other group, Sarah and Shay and some others, you get into drinking, the tequila, and they're doing some crazy antics in the background, which I like. I think Shay. That's a very American thing, isn't it, Justin? Where you hoist someone upside down and you have to drink from the keg.
Oh, yeah. Totally.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
The keg stand, they call it.
Okay, keg stand. Yeah.
Keg stand. Yeah, I've never done that. Yeah, that's not for me. That's not for me.
Yeah. That looks some heavy going there.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're all doing that, and Abigail and Kai are just talking. So it's a nice little connection that they have, having the tea. I thought that was nice. I'd like to know more about. I mean, we can't know any more about Shay. He's kind of gone.
His story's over for now, unless we see some flashbacks of him.
True.
Following issues.
True, but we still have Sarah, the wrestler, and we still have Jacob, the silent ex-CIA guy. So hopefully we'll learn a bit more then from them. So there's four kind of people, unless I'm missing someone, that we can kind of root for. Hopefully they don't kind of get knocked off early. Like, that's the slight worry, because I'd like to have them build, obviously, Sarah and the CIA guy a little bit more, so we can at least connect with them a little bit more.
Yes, I agree.
But who knows? I mean, because the way it ends, Justin, is that, I mean, there's no stopping it. The way it ends is that Abigail now is in there. She goes, I guess it's my turn, or something like that. And
it's my turn. She's squaring up with this thing
and
that just murdered Shay in front of her.
And she's got no, I'm sure she's a great fighter, but she's only human, right? And she hasn't got any weapons. I don't think she's got any hope. Who's the only person? I'm just thinking, the Predator, Black, White, and Blood. That guy in the old Once and Future, I think he had a sword at least.
Oh yeah, the Merlin.
The Merlin guy. He had the sword.
Yeah, the Merlin guy. Yeah.
Harrigan had the disc. In Predator 2, so he had something. There's no way that you can. God, what was his name? Louis Ozawa.
Naru had.
Yes.
Naru had her blades that she used to hack it up.
But I think this Tate in the ring, like, there's nowhere to hide. So I'm hoping Abigail escapes somehow. But yeah, what do you
finds a way to balance it out, because there's such a. Not only a height difference, but there's a massive weight difference here, and the Yautja is fully armored and has all these weapons and things, and like you mentioned, she's totally unarmed. So I hope that in the next issue, because it looks like from the cover, it looks like she's
Yeah.
going to be the focal point of the next issue. I hope that she
Absolutely.
finds some way to balance the odds against it, because if not, then I don't know, that might not be as
Yeah.
fun to read.
I mean, it just, yeah, exactly, because it just again raises questions. Like, there's no, unless of course you have upgrades, there's no evening of the keel, I think, for the Predator, and unless it just doesn't care and it sticks with all its weaponry against this person who is only good in fighting, nothing much else. I mean, I don't know about Abigail, she'll be good in other things, but yeah, it just seemed a little bit unfair. So again, it leads me to think, what is this reasoning behind the Predator? What is it set out to do? It can't surely think that these are trophies, because it's almost like shooting fish in a barrel, right? It's
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
yeah.
It's weird. It's almost like I would have preferred it if this contest had been, I don't know, like a futuristic version of paintball, let's say,
Yeah.
where they're stalking each other out in the middle of this vast jungle, and we could say that there are like camera drones all over the place that are recording their actions, so that the rich mucky mucks can watch them back at the building. But they'd all be out on their own with weapons and things, and they would be stalking each other, and they could have it be lethal if they wanted, but there would be one definite winner, and then you could have the Predator be stalking them individually in the jungle, and using its invisibility and being stealthy and assassin stuff. But yeah, just kind of jumping in like this and murdering the cyborg and then killing Shay and then just be like, oh, here's another one, I'm gonna kill them.
Yeah.
I hope it's a little bit more methodical than just ringing the bell and here's the next contender.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, no, absolutely. It's interesting. I'm sure Jordan has some cards up his sleeve when it comes to where this story will take us, because by all rights, as we mentioned, it looked like a very straightforward story, but it's just a little bit too straightforward the way it's ended. So there's got to be some detour, or it has to veer off somewhere. Yeah, we'll have to wait. And then, there were questions about, the people that, I don't know, whether they go into the actual tournament itself and the organisers and what have you. There could be other stuff that unravels. It's 5 issues, as you say, Justin, so there's a fair bit of a canvas there to cover. But I prefer to give it the benefit of the doubt rather than think, oh, okay, this is kind of...
Yes.
Yeah, because it's too early, right? This first issue.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I never judge anything by the first issue. I like to give it at least 2 or 3, because they like to kind of start off slow sometimes with these and build up the pace as they go.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So speaking of then, Justin, this issue, what would you give Predator Bloodshed by Jordan Morris? Incidentally, I think Jordan Morris, I spoke about this in the other Spider-Woman podcast, I think he's doing Spider-Versity on Marvel as well. So I've never heard of Jordan Morris, but it must be up and coming. So he's got a few titles overhead. Yeah.
Yeah, I hadn't heard of him either.
Me neither.
I like him though. I mean, I'm impressed with his stuff. I mean, this is a great debut for his first Predator story.
Yep, totally agree.
I think he has a really good knack with fleshing out these characters and making us interested in them right off the bat. I'd give it a 3.5 out of 5.
Okay, 3.5 out of 5.
There were just a few things I didn't like the Yautja just coming in at the end and making it a bloodbath in broad daylight. And then like I said, the boxing ring, I thought that was so strange and anachronistic. I'd agree with you. Roundabouts, I'd give it maybe a 3 out of 5. 6 out of 10 is still. It didn't kind of blow me out of the water, but I did enjoy. I did kind of connect with the likes of Kai and Abigail. You can really identify
as well, just in kind of the tropes of characters like Shay being the kind of jocular, fun, devil may care style, and Jacob being the kind of the silent one. But I'm still looking forward to
The mysterious enigma.
the mysterious, the mysterious one, absolutely. But I'm looking forward to them being fleshed out. I as I mentioned, I think Jordan Morris has some stuff up his sleeve. I think we haven't seen I think we haven't seen the core of his concept for this series. It's kind of just seemingly very straightforward. So I'm looking forward to some sort of change. But yeah, as far as setups go, the art was fantastic. I thought the colors were great, and similar to you, Justin, there were a couple of things that weren't expected. I guess is a good thing, like the Predator coming in so quickly. It just is like, okay, so that kind of subverted my expectations. So I can see that as a positive. But yeah, I'd still give it a 6. It wasn't like really, indelible. But it was a solid issue. Yeah. So
Nice.
Yautja Clan members, there you go. Predator Bloodshed. Get your copy out now if you haven't already. Let us know your thoughts as well. Do you like this? It is kind of a return to a kind of a classic mold, I guess, with predators picking off. But a slightly different setting. But what do you make? Yeah. And what upgrade would you want as well? We're only 9 years away, so I can't wait. Tell us what you'd like. Would you like an extra tongue, or some mandibles? I don't know. The sky's the limit with Cyborg.
Right.
Yes, bionics. But Justin, I always glad to catch up with you. Always good.
Yes, thank you, Ray. You as well. Always fun.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the next issue of this. I think it's going to be great fun.
Oh, yes. So we'll be back in a couple of weeks, of course. We're going to be looking at issue 2. Justin, is there anything else that you want to maybe shout out before we start slicing and dicing?
I will be on the Lost Library of Legends, my solo podcast. I'll be unleashing a new sub-series based around the DC superhero called Dr. Light, the second one, Kamiyo Hoshi. So I have been trying to get this off the ground for a couple of months now, and I think I'm finally ready. So that will be coming soon over there.
I've got to also say, Justin, I really, really, really love the new graphic artwork for Lost Library of Legends.
Oh, thank you.
I think it's fantastic.
Yeah, that was our mutual friend Phil did that for me.
Ah, nice. Well, friend, I don't know, but yeah. Only joking, Phil. Only joking. You are a friend. Only joking. Just take it with a grain of salt, of course. Yes, no, our mutual friend. No, it looks fantastic. Full credit, Phil. It was, really, it pops
did
out.
a great job with that.
Yeah, so go check it out. If you haven't already, go check out Lost Library of Legends. It is fantastic. So I'm still working my way through the Sleepwalker. I love the interaction between yourself and Rasucha. It's so much fun. And what I've done is I've created playlists of the other ones. So I've filtered them out so I can listen to them consecutively, and I think that's the best way.
Nice.
But
I love that.
for me, there'll be an Into the Night podcast out. It will be a solo one. That I was going to talk to Jed McKay, but we've had to reschedule till after Easter. So I might do a deep dive into Bushman, I think. I might just do a quick little rundown for any newer fans of Moon Knight. I'll try to explain Bushman a bit more. Other than that, keep your eyes peeled for anything else. Justin, I do hear the elders calling. I think it's time for us to robe up and fly out of here.
Time to get back into the ship and depart.
Thank you, listeners, as always. And as we always say at the end, Justin.
Yes, remember,
shit happens. Catch you later.